Okay. Good afternoon. My name is Olabisi from STS Global Education. Thank you for taking time out to join this session. I am here with Sheung Kasumo. He's the regional representative for Oxford International Education Group, and they are in partnership with several universities in the UK, like University of Kent, University of Roehampton, University of Greenwich, University of Bradford, and Demontfort University for their pathway courses like foundation and pre-master's courses. So if you're interested in studying in the UK for a foundation course or a pre-master's course, or you want to study nursing or adult social care course in the UK without writing IELTS, Sheon is here with us, and you will get all the information you need to make an informed decision to start your application process for January intake. So thank you everyone for taking time out to join us. Sheon, thank you for joining us. You have the floor, so you can go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the introduction. Hello, everyone. It's good to be here today. My name is Oluwaseun Kasumo, just like my name says on the screen, and I am here representing Oxford International Education College. So I will try to introduce you to all our partner colleges and all the kind of courses that we offer and all the options that we can offer you if you decide to study with us. So I'll just do a brief presentation, after which we could take your questions and also answer whatever questions you might have. So I'm going to share my screen now. Okay. Okay, I think I didn't get that right.
Okay, you want to present?
Yes, I'm trying to share my screen, but it's showing me a couple of options. I don't even. Okay, perfect. I think we're good now.
Okay.
Okay, can we all see my screen now?
Yes.
Good. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay, as I introduce myself, I'm here representing Oxford International Education Group. We are an education provider. We offer UK pathway colleges at 7 of our colleges under our network. We also have university partnerships, direct partnerships to university as well. We have our English language tests, where we offer English language tests on the level of IELTS to our students as well. We have online degrees as well that our students can offer, that can key into, and we also have our career colleges. But today I'm going to be focusing on our pathway colleges. We have 7 pathway colleges in the UK. And what do I mean by pathway colleges? I mean for a student who has probably just the Waec, or you have an HND, OND, or you just have a 1-year degree or a diploma, and you are looking for an entry into the university in the UK. So we have an option for everybody. You have a 3rd class, you have a pass, whatever it is you have, we have an option for you. So as I earlier mentioned, we have 7 colleges currently. We have 2 in Scotland, which is the International College at the University of Dundee, and Edinburgh Napier University, our International College at Edinburgh Napier University. And we also have 2 colleges in London, which is our International College for University of Kent. And we also have the Greenwich College as well. And we have De Montfort in Leicester. We have Bangor in Liverpool. So wherever it is that you would like to go to study in the UK, we have a college almost everywhere in the UK. So you can decide to choose any of these colleges to study at. So for the courses we offer, in order not to bore you and start listing out all the courses, I just like you to know that we have a huge variety of courses across all the colleges from you to choose from. We have a Faculty of Arts, Design and Humanities. We have business and law degrees. We have health and life sciences. For those who are interested in nursing, we have that as well. We have engineering courses. We have computing courses. We have media courses. So this is just to name a few of the courses that we could offer you at any of our colleges. So now I'm going to take you through the different entry levels that we can offer you as a student for Oxford International. For undergraduate entry level, we have the International Year Zero and the International First Year entry. So I'll just try to make it simple for you so it doesn't feel like I'm speaking so much grammar. So the International Year Zero is basically the foundation year, right? So this is entering from foundation year, I would say what we call like pre-degree here in Nigeria, where you go from pre-degree to year one. That's what the foundation is in the UK. So you do your foundation year, which is the stage one, which is the international year zero year, which is the stage one. And then you progress to stage two, which is the first year of your degree, and stage three, which is the second year of your degree, and stage four, which is the final year of your degree. We all know that a degree program or an undergraduate degree program in the UK is 3 years. So in addition to the foundation year, that's why it makes it 4 years, as you can see on the screen. So the other entry level that we can offer is the international first year. International first year basically exactly what it means. It means you enrolling from year one as opposed to enrolling from the foundation year. So you enroll from year one, which is the international first year and stage one of your program. You enroll into stage two and you enroll into stage three. It's also important to note that for us, we don't separate the foundation year from the other 3 years of your study. So basically, what this means is when you get your CAS, which is the document that you will use to apply for your visa, you get, for those of us who don't know what that means, don't worry, you'll get to know that when you start your process. I'm sure the SCS Global will also give you all that information as well. So this document will carry the entire 4 years of your program or entire 3 years of your program, depending on which of the options on the screen you are eligible to enroll for, right? So for us, our age limit is 17. We take students, minimum age is 17. And what if you are a student and you are 17-year-old, you're not yet 18, that means you're not yet of the legal age, you would need to have a guardian. And what I mean by guardian is you need to have somebody who is like a family, relative, or family friend, someone that can stand as a guardian for you while you are enrolling on the program if you are 17. If you are 18, please disregard this information. If you're 17, please, you will need a guardian to be able to enroll for this program. And your guardian has to live in close proximity to either of the colleges that you decide to study at. It's also important to note that if you have, for example, a Waec, right? So your Waec shouldn't be more than 5 years old. So example, if you wrote your Waec in 2021, yes, you are still good, right? 2024. If you wrote your Waec in 1999, you are no longer eligible to apply because you would have to write the IElts. So apart from that, you are good. We don't require IElts as long as you have a Waec that is within the years, within 5 years. Anything above 5 years for your undergraduate entry, you would need to do the IELTS. But please, if you have a fresh Waec certificate, please don't bother. You are good to go to enroll for either of these entry levels. All right. So for the postgraduate entry level, we have two options. We have the 1 term pre-masters and we have the 2 term pre-masters. For us, we call it the International Incorporated Masters. So I'm just trying to make it as simple as possible for you to understand me. So it's basically a pre-masters, right? Forget the fancy name. So we have 1 term pre-masters and 2 term pre-masters available for you for undergraduate entry. So what is the one-term pre-masters? One-term pre-master simply means that you'll be doing a 3 months pre-masters program before progressing for your master's degree of 1 year master's degree. So that will be 1 year and 3 months. So the same thing applies to this. When you get your CAS will be integrated. It will cover both your pre-master's year and your master's year. I hope you understand what I just said. So for the 2 term pre-masters, what that means is that you'll be doing 6 months of a pre-master study, then you progress to your master's degree. So the 6 months and also the 1 year of your master's degree is also integrated. So you don't need to worry about finishing your pre-masters, then you now have to apply for another student visa to go for your master's. No, you don't need to worry about that. Everything is combined into one visa for you. Okay, so moving on now to entry requirements for both the undergraduate entry that I've spoken about and the postgraduate entry that I've spoken about. So for the international year zero, foundation year includes, our entry requirement is easy. You need to have either a Waec certificate, Neco certificate, or IGCSE certificate with a minimum of 5 passes, inclusive of English. So what this means is that minimum of C in five subjects, inclusive of your English language. The English language is very important that you have a minimum of a C in your English language to be able to enroll for the foundation year. So for those of us who have something a step higher than WAEC, for example, those who have A levels, you have OND, you have a foundation already, you have a diploma already, or for example, you've already enrolled on a degree here in Nigeria, but at this moment you just feel like you're no longer interested and you want to move on to maybe study in another country. As long as you can get a year one transcript of that, a full year one transcript of that as well, we can also get you a credit transfer. That's what we call it, credit transfer. So these are all the kind of students that are eligible for the international year one entry, which I explained earlier to make year one entry instead of starting from the foundation year. So for the 1 term pre-masters now, this is for students who have, for example, a third class degree. If you have a third class degree, this is perfect for you. For those who have the 2 term pre-masters, this is for students who have the HND. This will be what we can offer them. If you have an HND, then you can go for the 2 term pre-masters. But please note, out of our 7 colleges, our Greenwich College is the only college that would not accept an HND. So for those of you who have an HND and you're now looking at Greenwich, please, Greenwich will only accept the BSc pass. BSc pass would work for the Greenwich College. Yes. We also have the standalone foundation year, which we call the international foundation year. What this means is that for students who just want to go for the foundation year and don't want to progress to any of our colleges, they want to have their certificate and go ahead to shop for any other university in the UK, then you can go for our international foundation year as well. So international foundation year is we only have it at 3 of our colleges. We only offer it at 3 of our colleges, which is the Greenwich College, Bradford College, and the Kent College. So if you're interested in that, we also have that option for you as well. But please note, if you're going to go that route, you have to write the IElts. It's standard for you to write the IElts because it's a level 3 program. So it's standard for you to write the IElts. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about our intakes. So the good thing about Oxford International and all our colleges is that we are not just limited to a January intake or a September intake. We have multiple intakes. We have intakes in January, April, March, June, September, November, depending on the course that you would like to enroll for or the college that you would like to enroll for. So there's always something open for you at any time. So whichever intake that you feel like, oh, I've missed January, don't worry. There will always be another intake for you to enroll on. For tuition, our tuition ranges according to the program. For the foundation pathway, our tuition fees between 14 to 17,000. Our first year entry pathway is between 14 to 15,000, and our pre-masters entry, one term entry pre-masters is between 7 to 10,000. Two term pre-masters between 10 to 14,000. But the good thing, because I'm sure some of you are already wondering, like, hey, this tuition fee is high. So the good thing about us is that we give scholarships. We're very good with scholarships. So your offer originally will come with a scholarship between 1,000 to 1,500. That's the minimum you will find automatic scholarship on your offer once you receive an offer. However, because of our wonderful partnership with STS Global, we are willing to give you up to 3,000 off your tuition fee. We can even give up to as high as 5,000 off your tuition fee. So if you like to apply, please apply through STS Global and you will get your scholarships. Don't worry, they will work on that for you. So this would definitely bring down your tuition fee depending on what kind of entry you are going for. Then I'll now move on to deposits. So every college that we have, they have different deposit requirements or tuition deposit requirements. So for Bradford, the requirements for their tuition is 4,000. For Edinburgh, Napier, deposit requirement is 3,500. For Bangor is 3,750. For Demontfort College is 4,000. For Dundee is 3,500. For Kent is 5,000. And for Greenwich is the only one that requires half of your tuition fee um, for your deposits. Okay, I already spoke about scholarships earlier. And apart from the scholarships I mentioned earlier, we also offer progression scholarships. So what this means is that for those of you that are going from foundation to year one, you can get a progression scholarship of up to 5,000. For those who are going from pre-masters to masters, you can get a progression scholarship of up to 5,000. And the best thing I'm going to say on this presentation today is about the monthly plan. So we are the only ones that offer this. We have a monthly payment plan for our students. That's how much we love our students. We want the financial burdens to be a little bit light on you as regards to when you are paying the balance of your tuition fee. So after making your deposits, what this monthly payment plan does for you, it gives you the what should I say, the luxury of making your payments every month. So your tuition fee, the balance of your tuition fee is split across the duration of your months of study. And so you can pay conveniently at the end of each month, as opposed to other universities or other colleges that will ask you to pay, make your payments in 2 installments or 3 installments. We will do it monthly for you. So it makes it easier for you to be able to fulfill the financial obligation. So, how to apply? Um, Application is very easy. Um, SS Global will be able to help you with this. They already have all the requirements. They will also relay this information to you as well. But these are a few of the documentations that you need to apply. We'll need your valid passports, your original certificates. If you've had any refusals before, we'd like to know. If you have any current visas, we'd like to know. Your personal statement as well and your CV. So those are the documents that you would need to make an application. And if you would like to make an application, you can just notify them and you can make your application through them. So our application process is very easy. Once your application has been submitted by STS Global, the next thing is for you to get a conditional offer, which will show you if there are any requirements that you still need to fulfill. For example, maybe you need to provide us a Waec scratch card to verify your results online, or it is for you to make your payment of your deposits, whatever it is will be listed on your conditional offer. And once that is done, you will receive an unconditional offer and also the cash shield. There's a cash shield email you receive. You fill in all your details on cash shield, you get your CAS, and then you can also go ahead to make your visa application. Don't worry, all this sounds like mumbo jumbo, but that's why STS Global is there for you. They will be able to see you through every stage and put you through on every stage and make it seamless and easy for you to be able to undergo, so you don't have to stress at all. Okay, so now I'm also going to go ahead to another program of ours, which is the Adult Social Care Diploma. So, what is this Adult Social Care Diploma? It's a diploma which we came up with to help students to have a fast track and a clear progression to working in the care setting in the UK. So what this means is that you undergo a 9 months training program, and then after that, if you are successful with the program, we are guaranteeing you employment in the UK as a caregiver or in the care setting, whatever it may be. So as I mentioned, it's a 9 months diploma program, and we have an intake every 2 months of the year, starting from January. So we have multiple intakes as well. So if you miss January, you can go for March. If you miss March, you can go for May. If you miss July, September, and the last intake for the year is November, right? So we have two study centers for this course. We have only two study centers for this course. We have a center in Oxford for those who want outside London, and we have another center in London for those who want inside London. The minimum age that we will take on this program is 16, and we can take above 16 as well. So the minimum age is 16. So I would say you should cap it at, we don't have an age limit, but I would say you should cap it at, for example, if you know that you are not physically active or physically agile to take the program, yeah, so this might not be the program for you, because we all know caregiving entails a lot of physical activities. Okay, so the tuition fee for this course is £14,995. However, I'll leave the good stuff to the last. Let me hold on that. So the deposit required is 3,000. So we require 3,000 of your deposit to be paid, and then you have to pay the balance of your tuition fee on enrollment. For this course as well, because it's a level 3 program, it's a diploma in the UK, you will be required to write the IElts. So IElts is very important for this course, and you should have a minimum score of 5.5 in each component. So please note that. So as I was trying to explain to you what the program is about earlier, I mentioned that it is like a fast track or a clear path to gain employment in the UK care setting, where we provide in-depth knowledge of everything that has to do with caregiving. So our course modules are very robust, and it covers every aspect of caregiving, care work or care training in the UK, while we also focus on our students' language skills. And what we mean by focusing on their student language is also brush up their language skills so that they can be confident in their roles whenever they get a job. And this is very important because, when you are assigned to a case, you need to be able to communicate efficiently with not just your fellow workers, but also the clients that has been assigned to you, right? Because most of these people will be British. They'll speak a lot of British English, so you have to understand and also be able to communicate. As also speaking as well is also important. So this course also gives you real life working experience, because there will be a time during the course that there will be work placement. You'll be assigned for work placement during the program as well. And also as an organization as well, we are also going to support you as you progress from study to employment, so that you can gain employment in the UK as a caregiver after graduation. So the course is split into 3 terms. I mentioned already it's 9 months. The first term will be face to face at any of the colleges that you have chosen. The first term will cover both your core courses and also your optional courses as well. So that will be like the mandatory courses that you need to do, and also the optional ones that you need to choose by yourself. So during the first time as well, you undergo a first aid qualification as well. You undergo a moving and handling certification. I mentioned that already, that it entails a lot of physical activities, and also language skills as well will also be a focus during the first term. For the second term, you will have to complete all the knowledge based requirements of a caregiver, and also you'll be introduced, you will now be prepared to be introduced to the work placement, which is in term three. So that's what we call the workplace induction. So you basically you'll be doing an induction into the workplace in term two, and then term three, you'll be doing a 12-week work placement with some of our providers that we partner with. So you don't have to worry about trying to find a care home or a care facility to do your work placement. We will be the ones to provide that for you. And after that, you come back to class, and that's where you do your final examinations. And yes, you prepare to become a caregiver in the UK. So, as I mentioned, upon a successful graduation, and what do I mean upon a successful graduation? So, we are guaranteeing employment after the program upon a successful graduation if you are able to pass your exams, you are able to do well in your work placement as well. There will be assessment based on that, on how you how you've handled your assigned cases, how you've interacted with other members, or should I say other colleagues as well, will also be assessed. There will be a portfolio as well that will be assessed. Then your examination, as I mentioned as well, that's one of the assessments. So there'll be a lot of assessments that will be done. So every aspect of the course is very important, because at the end of the day, it will add up to you, whether you are eligible to say, oh yes, you are successfully graduated on the program or not. So after all of this is achieved, you can go ahead to progress into any of these roles that you can see on the screen. You can become either a lead adult care worker, personal assistant, key worker, domiciliary care worker, senior care assistant, support worker, whatever it is, you can progress into either of these roles. And this is not just limiting you to these roles, there are other roles that you can progress to. This is just a few of them that you can see on the screen, right? So the average salary that you should expect as a senior care worker, let me move this to the side so I don't block the information. Okay, the minimum that you should expect on either of these roles is 23,730 per year. So at the end of the day, I feel it's a fantastic return of investment for you. And what I was trying to say for the last earlier was that yes, the tuition fee is 14,995, but we're willing to give up to 6,000 off the tuition fee um, for you guys. So, which will bring your tuition fee to about £8,995. So, for example, you are doing a 9 months program that guarantees you employment at the end of your study, and what else? It guarantees you work employment at the end of your study, and also an average salary within 1 year. If you get a job within 1 year, you are making and earning of £23,730 in a year. I think is a fantastic return of investment for any students. Okay. So once you have graduated and you have now gotten an employment, the next step would be to apply for your skilled worker visa. What is the skilled worker visa? The skilled worker visa is the visa, it's like a change visa from the study visa that you already had to the skilled worker visa now that you've gotten a job. So this is helping you to, work in the UK on another visa, which is now a worker's visa. So once you've applied for this, right, and you've started working in the UK, then you can now go ahead to apply for your indefinite leave to remain in the UK. So this, what you can see on the screen right now, is just a step-by-step breakdown of how you progress from graduation to staying back in the UK after your study. So after the first one shows that you successfully graduated, then the next step will be to secure a job, which we are saying that we are giving you the guarantee for. Our guarantee is that if we do not help you to get a job, then we are willing to refund your full tuition back to you. That's how sure we are that we are able to get your job. So after that, stage three is that you apply for your visa, your worker visa that I mentioned earlier. Then stage four is you working and living in the UK for 5 years while you are being employed gives you the eligibility to go now to the spa stage, this stage 5, and this is you being eligible to apply for indefinite leave to remain in the UK, which is what everybody wants at the end of the day. So I already spoke about this earlier. Our English language requirement is the IElts for this course. It's very compulsory that you write the IElts, and the minimum in each component is 5.5. Our academic entry requirement is very easy. We'll take anyone who has as low as a Waec, no study gap, none of those matters. So if you have a Waec, you can enroll for this program. If you have an HND, you can enroll for this program. If you have an OND, you can enroll for this program. If you have a bachelor's degree, you can enroll for this program. So as long as you don't have a nursing degree or you're a doctor, that would be suspicious if you are bringing a nursing or a doctorate degree to apply for a diploma in health. So yes, so whatever background you have, we accept on the program. So it's very easy. Application requirements I already mentioned, just like the UK pathway requirements as well. STS Global will help you and give you all this information and assist you to put all your documentations together and make the application as well. So you have nothing to worry about. So as you can see on the screen, your passport, your certificates, yes, same everything I mentioned earlier, and you are good to go to make an application. Application is also straightforward. Once you put in your application through STS, then you can progress. They will put you through on how to progress on each step. They will advise you on what next you need to do to progress on your journey till we receive you on campus. So if you did not hear anything I said before, this is just a breakdown of everything that I have said before, or why we feel that this course is is a what should I say? It's a bestseller for you. Actually, I feel like this course is a win-win for you. Yes, that's what I would say. A win-win for you. So basically, it's just letting you know that we're guaranteeing you employment after a successful graduation. Your average salary you should be expecting in a year. You have 2 campuses to choose from, whether you want to live in London or outside London. The program is a short program, and you move immediately to employment. Also, the tuition fee is very competitive. It brings it down to about 8,995 for the entire program after the scholarship. So it's a win-win for you. So if you have any questions, please do let me know so that we can take your questions. So thank you very much, everyone. If you have any questions, this will be the time to um, put in your questions.
Yeah, Shion, thank you for a very insightful session. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this webinar with Shion from OIEG. So if you have questions, just type in the comment section and she'll respond to you. So Akawa is asking, please, I need a breakdown for HND program.
Okay, so for if you have an HND now, I think I already mentioned that you'll be eligible for the 2 pre-masters. So you can decide to go. So depending on the course that you want to do as well. So I think you should let STS Global know the course that you would like to apply for, so that they can help you to look through the college and help you to choose the college that offers your course, and then we can put in the application. So definitely, yes, we have something to offer you for your HND.
Okay. Then I want to ask for Demontfort, that's for their foundation program. I remember you said that most of schools are open throughout the year. So apart from January and September intake, can students apply for any other intake?
Yes, students can apply for so many intakes. Like I said, we have various
Okay.
intakes. For example, now we are concluding the November intake, now getting ready for the January intake. So if these students want now, we can start looking at January, because November is cutting it close now. So if you would like to put in an
Okay.
application, let's work towards January.
Okay. So apart from January and September, no other intake at all.
No, there are other intakes. There are other intakes. There are other intakes. We have other intakes for March. Are we talking about Demontfort only, or what
Yeah,
other college?
Demontfort only. Demontfort College only.
Okay, so for Demontfort College, sorry, I need to reconfirm our intakes for the Montfort College. We have September, we have November, we have January, we have April, then we have June, July for the Montfort.
Then the tuition fee for of £9,000 after the discount, like you mentioned, is it just for adult social care alone?
Yes. So the adult social care is originally £14,995, but we're willing to give 6,000 off that tuition fee, so which will bring it to about £8,995. But for the other colleges, like I mentioned, we are willing to give up to 3,000 or 5,000 off the tuition fee for the colleges, for the pathway colleges.
Okay. Okay, then I remembered you mentioning that for those that study social care, they have access to 5 years stay in the UK. So is the 2 years post-study work permit also included in this 5 years?
No, it's not included. And I
Okay.
don't really think they should focus on that, because the way the course is structured is for you to move directly from study to employment. So the 2 year
Mm.
post study is basically for you to be able to have access to shop for a job at the end of the day. So in
Yeah.
this case, yes, so you don't really need, you don't have that uncertainty that you would have maybe with a master's degree, and then you're saying, okay, let me try and see if I can stay behind to get a job. We're guaranteeing you a job after your program. So at the end of the day, you don't really need to worry about the 2 year post study, because you'll be getting a job immediately after your study.
Okay. So for social care, if students do not have work experience in social care, does it matter?
Yes, yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you
Okay.
do. It's an added
Mhm.
plus to it if you do, but if you don't, it doesn't mean that we can't give you an admission.
Okay. 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 Hi viewers. Does anyone have any question for Shion?
Yes, please. I'm waiting for the question.
Okay. Okay. So students need. I know Nigerians. When you tell them about IELTS, they they are always running
Yes.
away. So,
So
but for
yes,
yeah,
yes,
for this
yes.
course,
So for our pathway colleges, we don't need the IELTS. The only way you would need an IELTS is if you are submitting, and this is only particular to undergraduates. For postgraduates, we can take Waec certificates from 7 years and above. Like, but for undergraduates, once your Waec is has exceeded 5 years, you might need to write the IELTS. But if it is within 5 years, you don't need to write the IELTS. And this is only for undergraduate entry, please. Only for foundation or the year one entry. Then for the IELTS for the adult social care, this isn't even a requirement from us, because it's a
mm,
level 3 diploma, just like the way a standalone foundation is a level 3 program. UKVI requires that for that level of study with them in the UK, you would need to write the IELTS. So it's not exactly a clause that we have added by ourselves, but it is a requirement from UKVI.
so apart from IELTS, do they accept Duolingo, PT, Oxford English test, or it must be
Yes.
IELTS?
It has to be. So for now, it has to be IELTS.
All right.
IELTS academic, please. Yes, it's IELTS.
Yeah. Academic. So Praise is asking concerning the job after the social and healthcare studies, will there be an additional payment on the job or is it free based on your performance from the course?
Okay, so I'm trying to understand the question. So after your study, you are asking if after you've gotten an employment, will there be an additional payment? No, there won't be an additional payment
Yeah.
apart from your salary. Yeah, so your salary will be your payment. There won't be an additional payment from OIEG or an additional payment for your from your employer, it will basically be your salary per month.
Yeah. Yes, yes. Yes. Okay. Any more questions? So I think the adult social care is a very nice course, and
Yes.
considering the fact that it is lucrative, yes, students can easily get job, they get higher salary pay, then they get 5 years stay in the UK. So and the
Yeah.
tuition fee is one of the
Yes.
lowest in the UK, £10,000. Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
yes, yes, it's
Exactly.
one of
It's that's why I said it's a win-win for anyone that decides to go for the program. Mhm. It is. It
yeah.
is.
Okay.
So do we have any
Okay,
more
so
questions?
okay, no more questions.
Okay.
Yes, so I think we should call it a day. If there are more questions, we'll just reach out to you.
All right then. All right then. No problem. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you for having me. And I look forward to receiving your applications through STS Global. Yeah, so I'm hoping to meet you all one day. All right. Thank you all for having me. Do have a wonderful day. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you everyone for joining this session. And if you'll be watching later or if you'll be watching in the future, if you have any questions concerning studying in the UK or studying with OIG or studying um, adult social care courses, do not hesitate to reach out to us. Our phone numbers and contact details are all on our social media platform. Thank you so much. Bye.
All right. Bye, everyone. Thank you. Bye.